Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Siegbert, Tarrasch and allies. This game was played in Italy in 1914. Tarrasch had white pieces and he played f4, inspired by Henry Bird. d5, knight to f3, c5, e3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, just like Henry Bird used to play. Bishop to d7 unpinning, castling e6, b3, queen to c7, bishop to b2, f6, controlling e5 square, c4, knight from c to e7, knight to c3, knight to h6, rook to c1, aligning the rook with the black queen. Bishop takes bishop on b5, knight takes bishop, attacking the queen, queen to d7, queen to e2, knight to c6, c takes on d5, e takes on d5. White to move. If you castled and your opponent didn't, you want to open the e-file, so e4 is a very natural move. But now allies castled queenside. e5, a6, kicking the knight back, knight to c3, black to move. b5. These moves can be risky sometimes. The general rule says don't push the pawns in front of your king unless you really have to. a4, b4, keeping the files closed. Knight to d1, king to b7, defending the pawn on a6. Pawn takes pawn on f6, pawn takes pawn on f6, bishop takes on f6, forking two rooks. Rook to e8, attacking the queen, knight to e3, rook to g8. Let's take it back, if d4, bishop takes on h8. Rook to g8, queen to d3, knight to g4. Knight takes on g4, queen takes on g4, threatening checkmate. Defending with the rook, queen to d7, knight to e5, knight takes on e5, bishop takes on e5. Rook to c8, defending the pawn on c5, queen to f3, lining the queen with the black king, king to b6, d3, bishop to h6, rook from f to c2, black to move, d4. Not a good idea. This move weakens the light squares. But at the moment, it is not easy to see how can white take an advantage of it. a5 check, king to b5. Let's take it back. What happens if the king takes? Then the rook takes on c5. Check. Back to our game. King to b5. It is white to move, and we have arrived at that extraordinary moment. What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Please pause and find the killer move for white. Did you pause? What did you find? Are you ready to see the move? The move is bishop to c7. No, it can't be true. White's last move is one of the most beautiful ever played on the chessboard. That is what Reinfeld said about this move. Allies resigned. If queen takes on c7, then rook takes on c5 check. Queen takes rook. Queen to b7 check. King takes pawn on a5. Rook to a1 checkmate, and let's go back. How about if rook takes on c7? Then queen to b7 check. Rook takes queen. Rook takes pawn on c5 checkmate. And let's go back to that special moment of the game. In this position, Tarrasch played that strange-looking killer move, bishop to c7. Is this one of the most beautiful moves ever played on the chessboard or not? What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.